something has happened. She's in Montmartre, she's in Amsterdam, she's in London, she's in everywhere. I've done possibly the stupidest, most impulsive thing I've ever done, which is... Okay, I'm in Sydney. Sorry if I'm sweating. I just decided to go run track. Midday, I'm dying of heat. We have to film this quickly because my phone is gonna overheat soon. It's literally 33 degrees right now. This is the story of how traveling halfway across Europe in 48 hours from London to Mont Blanc in France actually landed me in Paris on Bastille Day, watching the grand final of the Euros and seeing the Olympic torch go past. How could I leave Paris on a day like this? None of which was in my plan. But the story starts in London, so firstly, we have to leave Cambridge. We're heading to London. You can! You're in it! London it is! No, it's at the bus! This is cute though.
I've seen people actually use... Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Hello. Hi, kids.
Hi, kids. I don't do that. I don't do that. Hey! Platform 2 to London, Liverpool. It's the Shard.
The Shard.
The Shard.
Where? Not to mix up with
I've stayed in the Shard before.
You've stayed in the Shard. We've landed in London. Yay! We're through! See ya! I've got to say, the Elizabeth line is immaculate. It's so clean. So I have said goodbye to my friends because they're all staying in Paddington. They're doing Shakespeare. So I just need to find the B&B. Oh my god. I'm on the top floor, so I had to walk all the way up in my huge bags. But it is so nice to have a room once again. I've got to say, this bed is extremely comfortable. Oh, I'm sweating. Chilling in bed until my other friends are ready. And then we're gonna go out on the town, I should have a night in. It is such a beautiful night in London. I'm gonna go to the Sawyer's Arms and get myself some fish and chips. And then who knows what I'm gonna do? Maybe I'll go to a pub. Who knows? It's such a gorgeous night. I love it. Ugh, summer in London is so nice. No, I love a huge chip. You girls look so classy.
Teeny tiny bubbles.
I just got the last train. They almost didn't let me through. In case you're wondering, working from home as a woman never gets easier. No matter what country you're in, it's always a bit scary. There's so many nice pubs in Paddington. But we're going to pick with England. We're going to pubs, clubs, and like 11. Oh my god, my laptop is going to overheat. I have to tell this story in 3 acts because the plan actually changed 3 times. Okay, we actually can't do it here. We had to change locations. It was properly too hot. Okay. Oh, cockroach. Okay, so Act 1 is the original plan. So I was traveling from London to Chamonix, France to start the Tour de Mont Blanc, which is an 8 to 12 day hike around 3 different countries. To get from London to Chamonix, I had to take 48 hours of flixbuses with 1 stopover in Paris for about an hour and a half, where I had to drop off a suitcase at a friend's place. So I spent my day in London getting ready for the hike. Okay, I have so much admin I actually need to do today. I have to drop all my bags into storage because my bus is at 10 p.m. and then I have to go to the laundromat and I have to buy walking sticks and crampons and I need to print out like my schedule and my map and insurance. Ugh, I've got so much I need to do today. It feels as uncoordinated as it looks. The hardest thing to do is walk downstairs because I can't sit down past my bag. That's cool, that's a Savoy. I'm so low energy right now. Act 2, the flixbus gets delayed. Okay, I'm gonna put a manger or whatever it is that everyone in England knows about. At this point, I was feeling extremely overwhelmed. I didn't have everything I needed, I didn't have insurance yet, I hadn't done my laundry, and so I was stressed, I was tired, I was feeling sick, I was so nervous about the hike. And then I ended up getting some bad news. Update on this extremely cursed day. My Flixbus is extremely delayed. I'm gonna miss my connection, so Flixbus are now like, we'll give you a free bus to your destination. Which ended up being the best news of the whole trip. I could take a later bus from London to Paris, so I could give myself a later departure time, so I had more time to chill in London, which unfortunately also meant that I would arrive later in Chamonix, so I arrived the morning of my hike rather than the night before. But it does mean that I will be sleeping for 2 nights on the bus, and I'll arrive in Chamonix at 7 a.m. which is actually ideal because that's probably when I should start the hike. But I will be starting a hike on very little sleep, and I'm pretty sure it's the hardest hike out of all of them. It also meant that now I had 2 layovers, one in Amsterdam for 2 hours and one in Paris for 2 hours, where I could get my printing done and have more time to drop off my suitcase. So it ended up being very good. I felt very confident. I was finally relaxed. But as you can imagine, things did not go strictly to plan. Okay, I'm stuck to my bag. Feeling a little run down. Almost like I'm gonna get sick, so I'm not panicking. I'm panicking a little bit.
Other than that, we will let you know when we are arriving at the Eurotunnel, which you will need your passports out and ready for inspection when we go through passport control. But until that time, sit back, relax, we'll turn the lights off, and we will wake you up when we get there. Thank you.
Super late at night and we're going through the passport control. Stop at the border. This time it's 1 p.m. I'm on a bus for 2 days. What do English students do when we're stopped after passport control and waiting to go through the channel? They get out their football and they start playing football. That is the cutest thing. Who are they? I do not know, but they're rolled up in a black van. They're playing Bastille on the radio.
Alright, Ness, boot it.
There's a scene in one of my favorite movies called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, where they're on top of this random mountain in Nepal and they see some of the locals playing a football game and they just decide to join, and it's this beautiful sense of community and connection and just finding something special in these like private moments where it's just not touristy, it's just pure, and these people from around the world just unite over something as simple as playing a game of football. Being there on the side of the road with these random guys at 2 a.m. who just invited me to come play with them just felt like the closest I can get to that movie. And totally changed my mood. edgy place. Graffiti and cycling with bicycles. It's so different to Australia. It's really cool though. It's such a cool place. I mean, it's just so quirky, I guess, and so modern. And so green. It's all the things that... And like, I can see windmills out there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there. It's such a cool place. I just dropped off my luggage for storage. Now I'm gonna go try to print my notes so that I can read something productive while I'm hiking. Can't believe I'm in Amsterdam. Sometimes it just shocks me, like, a few hours ago I was in London, now I'm in this place. I wasn't even meant to be in Amsterdam. It's cool, but it's crazy. This place looks like an abandoned city. It's been so long since I've walked anywhere and felt completely alone. Update, they're printing it for me. Shout out to the print and bind. You guys are amazing. Side note, have you ever seen Before Sunrise? Good, because neither have I. But what I understand is that it's about two people who meet on a train and for some reason fall in love. And it has that kind of Shakespearean idea of like rushed love, which is very romantic in theory, but also seems entirely unrealistic. Like, how could you fall in love that quickly? But then I had this experience on this flixbus with this man who was from Spain. And we just had this extremely instantaneous connection. And we bonded so intensely quickly that by the end, we were watching Netflix together and I literally fell asleep on his shoulder. Like, I was... And it felt so insane. And I don't think he's my Ethan Hawke, like I'm never gonna see this man again, but it had that sense of anything is possible. I don't remember his name, but it literally felt like Before Sunrise. Again, I haven't seen Before Sunrise. Okay, I'm Mama dropping it off at my friend's place. Isn't it cute? Love her, she's amazing. I owe this woman my life. She saved me. I'm really sad. I love those girls. Shout out to you. I'm heading off. Yay! We're doing it! We're doing it. Hey girl. Just locked your door. Anyway, for this, close just like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hike a mountain. Act 3, the most impulsive thing I've ever done. You have to understand, the energy in Paris was phenomenal. People were all watching the grand final out in the streets. We're celebrating Bastille Day. Everyone Miguel is watching the game. Like, I can just hear the game all around me. It's really cool, actually. I hadn't realized that I'd managed to be in Paris on Bastille Day, but I'd been in Lyon the year before for Bastille Day, and I remember it being so magnificent. So I knew that it was important that I was here. And in my short layover, I dropped my bag to my friend's place, but then they quickly rushed off to go to a bar to watch the game. And I just got struck by this intense feeling of FOMO. Everywhere you pass, someone's watching the game, like every single place. There's a game there, there's a game there. The game's on everywhere. And I was like, what am I doing? I'm in Paris on one of the most iconic days of the year, and I'm just gonna rush off and leave. And suddenly it just made no sense to me, and I was like, I should just stay and soak up this experience. I've done possibly the stupidest, most impulsive thing I've ever done, which is cancel my booking so that I can be here for Bastille / the game. Whatever. So completely without thinking, I cancelled my bus, booked another one that was gonna arrive in the morning the day after. I had no idea where I was gonna sleep. I couldn't stay with my friend because someone else was already staying with her. So I actually had no home, no plan, no idea what I was doing. It was just like really spontaneous. I've improvised this so hard. And it ended up being one of the coolest nights of my trip. It's an Olympic torch. Oh, sorry. And I got to see the Olympic torch being walked to the street of Paris. Oh my god. Oh my god, so much is happening. People are shouting, oh, England's equalised. England's equalised. Choked once again. That is the Eiffel Tower. Okay, technically I missed the fireworks, but I did see a glow. And then when I looked back up, it was black. So that was anticlimactic, but you might think, Prudence, you must regret spending all this money and coming here. Not at all. I think people think that the Eiffel Tower is going to sparkle again, but I don't think they realize that it is almost certainly not. It shuts up at 11:30 and then it stops. Triomph in the back, and I am walking the Champs-Elysees. I mean, it doesn't get more special than that, honestly. This 31-hour bus ride has really turned into a great story. Kebab has been secured, and now I'm going to go stay at a friend's place. Here it is, blah blah blah. Best angle is up, but I don't want to do that because it just angles me into the sun. Do you hear the magpie? The way I was so unprepared for Tour de Mont Blanc. Is that a fox? Oh my god. Bastille Day is a test run for the Olympics. We're all there is absolute pandemonium in the city right now for Bastille Day.